getting them out of the
Fear
country.
is growing among undocumented immigrants under President Trump's
I will
executive
declare
order.
a
They face
national
And we're getting them out of the country. We just started
register.
that. We're getting them out of the country, and they're going to be gotten out of the country.
Mexicano bandido, todo el barrio prendido, siempre ando bien juicio.
March through downtown Rockford to stand up for immigrants.
Hundreds filled downtown Rockford streets in defense of immigrants.
Hello everybody, my name is Antonio, I am 17 years old. I am an American. I was born an American. I have grandparents who are immigrants from Mexico. I have a grandparent who is a citizen of Salvador. Now being 17, it also means I'm a high schooler. I go to a high school full of students. I live in a house that is not too far from here. I was born and raised in a house that was not too far from here, and yet I go to a school where I am discriminated against for my color. And why? Because I look like this, I am still an American. I was always an American. And I do not deserve this treatment. My grandfather came here, he worked hard. He raised my mother to be a strong and independent woman, and I do not deserve the discrimination. I will still wave my flag. I stand strong for Mexico. I stand strong for Salvador, but I am still a goddamn American!
Protesting President Donald Trump's recent immigration policies was the goal of a walkout held by students at East High School Tuesday. Signs were held as they walked near the school protesting Trump, as well as the arrests and deportations of undocumented immigrants.
To Auburn High School, hundreds of students also walking out in support for the same cause. Many telling us here at 13 WREX they did it in support of family members.
I consider myself Mexican American.
I am Mexican American.
I'm Mexican. I'm Mexican.
I'm Cuban Mexican.
I'm Mexican and Costa Rican.
I'm Chilena and Mexican.
I'm Mexican.
Mexican.
I see myself as like anybody else. I don't see myself as being more or less. I see myself as being an equal to anybody else.
For me as a teacher, being Mexican American, I feel fine about it. I think what I love the most is just being around my Spanish-speaking students who allow me to remember my roots, and we get to talk about different parts of our cultures, not just the Mexican culture, but different Hispanic cultures.
I mean, it doesn't really feel that weird because like there is like a Hispanic community in Harlem.
I don't know, I feel like it feels kind of normal, I would say, because there's other Mexicans in the school, just like you kind of get a sense of like being like the black sheep, because to be honest, this school is full of Caucasian people.
I do have family that are immigrants. My grandma, my grandparents, they're immigrants, and I guess it's a little hard for them because I guess they're afraid to step out because ICE and stuff. It's sad to see what our world has come to, I guess. Like, no person should be scared to step outside their house because they're afraid they're gonna get sent back to where they came from.
I do have family members that have been affected, and just people that I know, relatives, friends, and things like that I know are very fearful and have been affected in one way or another with some of the new policies and things kind of coming down the line from the Trump administration.
I live with fear for my parents, not just for me, but mostly my parents, my grandparents, my family. And it's not a good feeling to be scared for them, and they're feeling scared. And with the whole thing happening, it's just not great.
I noticed teachers started letting kids know their rights more as like for immigration and stuff, because there was a whole lot of ICE raids coming to schools, jobs, works, where it got to the point where teachers were handing out cards and stuff, which I don't think our world needs to come to that. I don't think that's appropriate for our time.
If there was a change, it'd probably be to let everyone know what's going on and talk about it more instead of censoring it, because I feel like a lot of classes don't really talk about it when we really should be talking about it a lot. But that's really what I think should happen, is just make it a well-known thing in the school.
You have the right to obtain any education, no matter what stats of immigration you have. In the United States, you're able to have that. So just because you don't belong in this country, it doesn't matter. And if you're getting bullied, like, speak up. Don't be scared.
The change I would like to see is having our teachers speak up more, not just because we have a small group or a small percentage of Hispanic students doesn't mean that they shouldn't be able to speak up. I guess I want more support in our teachers to speak up louder for us, because I guess as students we are scared to speak up because we don't know our rights, and as teachers you should want to stand up for your students. And as our school says, it's a pack, it's a family, and if we're getting treated as family, I guess they should stand up for us, provide walkouts, things like that. But since our school isn't really diverse, I don't think that really is important to them. So I think just feeling important as a Hispanic student, a Mexican student, or just a diverse student here in Harlem, I think I want the teachers to speak up more and speak out.
What's your take as a student? I'm kind of curious to know.
Well, personally, I'm doing this because of like my experience. So like in classes between periods, or like just harassment, mainly in gym class. A lot of because I hang out with like a bunch of like my like Hispanic like friends, because I'm more like I have like a closer like natural bond with them, and like there's just like people that find it funny. They're like, oh, like y'all better like run. ICE is coming. Oh, ICE is
really.
ICE is oh, like go back to your country. Be like, or like oh, shut up, or else someone call ICE on your family. And like that just like really like gave me like a very big inspiration to like stay quiet and just do something about it instead. And like I feel like if I make a video about it, instead of like speaking up for myself, I feel like that'd be more powerful, so everybody will see it.
Yeah.
And personally, I just would like everybody to know that, like, how do you feel that happened to you? Like, put yourself in their shoes. And on top of that, I want people to know that it's not just like Hispanics are experiencing this. Like, people that have strong accents, like there's like fellow Russians in the school that have a very, very strong accent, and like they get harassed for that. And I don't know. I just want everybody to be more informed about it, and like lower the rate of like that. Because like imagine, because Harlem is very diverse, as you said. But, like imagine Han and Iga, and like imagine the very small percentage of like Hispanics. Imagine how they're going through it. And on top of that, not every like teacher knows that, and like not every, like you said, you haven't like noticed it, but like on the low, like there's a lot of like bashing or like talking under their breaths, like students. And like I would just like everybody to know. And maybe this video isn't just for Harlem in general, but like our whole community. So that's why I want to focus on this topic, and like bring in a lot of students and teachers that are foreigners or Hispanics, Latinos, etc.
Yeah, for sure.